Alright, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Syracuse Aviation, and this time I have a very, very interesting video. I don't know what is going on, but I figured this would be a quite interesting one to film for you guys. So I apologize if this camera setup is kind of funny. I know it may seem that way, but this is kind of what we're dealing with right now, unfortunately. This is the best I can do. But Frontier Airlines has been doing some interesting stuff. Not some interesting stuff. Just today, there's something I found out. And if you guys know, if you've seen my one of my most recent unboxings, I unboxed this. This is the Gemini Jets Frontier A320 with sharklets in the Grizwald the Bear livery. This is a very beautiful model. Highly, highly recommend it, getting it if you can find one. It's beautiful. Near perfect. It's super, super nice. I'm a huge fan of the Frontier A320 with sharklets and CFM engines. I just think it looks so cool in any of their animal tails, right? So this is Grizwald the Bear, as I said. This was their first new livery with the green titles in their fleet. Frontier have been acquiring a ridiculous amount of A320Neos, which is great, right? That's awesome. The A320Neo is a great airplane. Now, what I've noticed today, I'm looking on the Syracuse Airport live stream, and there at Gate 20, they have Grizwald the Bear, right? So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Grizz is a really nice livery. First thing I notice, there's a blue stripe. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but I mentioned something about this livery not having a blue stripe. Instead, it's green. So I'm like, okay, so they took this plane and put a blue stripe on it. Great. Now the model that I just got has, it's outdated now, and I was just talking about how that would be, annoying for it to be, for them to do that. So I'm like, well, great. But I look closer, I noticed that plane, they got Neo engines on there. They got A320Neo engines. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Grizz, was it converted to a Neo, or what was it? No, because I go on Flight Radar 24, look at the registration, it's November 391 Foxtrot Romeo. Now, I'm not mad about this because my model's outdated. That's not... This thing, 227 Foxtrot Romeo, is still flying around. Even if it wasn't, I wouldn't be, at all disappointed. I'm just confused because, what is Frontier doing? Are they taking old aircraft tails and, copy and pasting them on Neos? I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. If you guys want to see what it looks like, I have it on my phone here. I'm going to try to do my best to get it in focus for you guys, so that you can kind of tell what I'm dealing with here. But here it is. No, that's actually pretty good. All right. So you see there's the Frontier 320 Neo, Grizwald the Bear, and it's got the blue stripe and the Neo engines. This is very, very interesting. I really don't know what to think about this. I think it's very interesting. Now, again, I'm not complaining about this because I have a model, but, that could potentially be outdated. That's not my problem because this thing's still flying around. I can use it. It's perfectly fine. And even if it wasn't, as I said, it's still nice to have. But I'm confused because does this mean they're taking their A320 with sharklets and CFM engines liveries and repainting them on Neos, and then they're going to maybe retire those CO engine configured aircraft and scrap them or retire them from their fleet? I have a feeling maybe, I could be completely wrong, but I have a feeling maybe what they could be doing, because you guys probably know how ambitious Frontier is with being the greenest airline in the world or whatever it is. I could see them, because these aren't Neos, taking the liveries, putting them on new Neo aircraft, and then retiring these because they're not as efficient. I could be completely wrong. Even, if I am wrong, fine. I don't really care. It's just a thought I had. But I'm just, if they're not going to retire these, why are they copying old liveries that they've already done? Unless this was an error in the paint shop and they just, found an old design instead of the new one they're supposed to do. I don't know. I doubt it. But I don't know. Right now it just seems like they're starting to maybe just, paint new aircraft with former liveries or, originals that they've had. So I don't know what's going on. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions and comments about this topic. It's very interesting to me. I have no idea what to say, what to think. I think it's very interesting, though, and I think it's something, it's a topic worth making a video about, just so you guys are aware of the situation, and so hopefully maybe know what's going on a little bit and spread the word around, because this is very interesting. So I don't really have much else to say. This is very interesting, so I'd love to hear you guys' comments and opinions. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments or opinions, I'd love to hear them. Go ahead and put them in the comments below. If you like the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.